They should be going any minute now. Yeah, we're just getting the "you ready" questions coming out.
Yeah, off of Penguin Spies. So we should be getting going. We should be getting started here soon. We've had 8 in the server for a while.
Yep, and 8 is all you need to play if you want to play 4v4. If you didn't know that.
I'd hope so.
You would hope that. Someone, you could technically have 10 if you have like a disconnect, right? And you need like a substitute at some point. Do you know the substitute ruling for this tournament, Alto? I don't actually know it.
I do not. I believe the rosters have substitutes, or there may be just kind of wild cards that are assigned as subs. I'm not entirely sure though. From what I've seen, I haven't seen rosters, and I haven't seen a whole big just lists of team names with players on them, so I don't know. I've just assumed that all the players that have been playing so far have been mains, but...
Sure, and hold that thought as we have a big rollout here over to the one side here, right next to the big palace. Looks like we got a first kill out onto Archipolis here. It's going to be a 4v3 over on the red side. There's a grouping up there, they're going up on top, and now they have the high ground. Soldier jumps in for a nice bomb, gets the medic. Scout and Soldier still around though. They split off. Scout goes down, doesn't get his medic kick, and it just leaves Still Elite here. Oh, it's a team wipe for red team here, so they get their names called out first for that. Over on Soldier we got War. Medic is Homer Hatake. Fleek is going to be your demo man, and Curse is going to be your scout. Going to take the first point here. It is actually, the one weird thing about Persia I forgot to mention is that you played it 4 minutes instead of 3 minutes as in most
that's
rounds.
Interesting. And yeah, going over to blue team, we've got the Penguin Spies. We will have Cogni on med, Granola Bar on scout, Archificus, I believe, on demo. I think that's how it's pronounced. My apologies if I got that wrong. And Still Elite on Soldier. And while I'm saying that, it looks like both teams are fighting over by that water area, like you were saying. And Granola and Archificus go down on blue team with only the demo man going down on red. That's Fleek. So they should be able to hold this. The Uber does come out from red though. Not sure what happened to cause that, but should be about a 40% add on blue team here, and they should be getting spawns.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't really see the need to pop there because it was only a Soldier giving them pressure, and he jumped out immediately. So
Granola Bar taking out Curses here. So Blue Scout's sneaking up on the demo man. He just went around through water side. Demo's going to be playing above the point, but he's going to start getting flanked. Med's cut off from them, actually. He's running back into spawn, and Cogni gets a saw onto the red demo to give him full charge, and this should be Blue's point right here.
Pretty big Uber advantage coming his way, about 75% right now, but they're only a minute behind too. They're going to push forward a little bit here, and Archificus is going to try and drop some stick traps, I think? No, he's just going to sit around in the major. This is the place you want to sit at when you want to see every place they can come from. You can see all exits from there, and they catch them on the far side, unfortunately. Throw a nice stick out to the medic and get a little plink shot on him.
Yeah, Red Soldier coming in here, gets aggro, does some damage to the demo and forces them actually, but doesn't get any frags. Curse is going down as well. Red Med does go down to a well-placed grenade from Archificus, and looks like Fleek's gonna get takes out the Caver to take Archificus down with him, but that's gonna be a wipe for Red Team.
Yeah, that might have been worth it actually, but they have no people up, so they can't pressure the point at all. They at least traded demos though. They didn't get the medic for it. I think maybe he was hoping Cogni was going to come around the corner as well.
Yeah, thanks to the spawn times on this map, trading when you don't have the point is actually a strat that you can do because you'll get the spawns first. I believe it's around 8 seconds to 18, or it varies a little bit every time, but for the most part you've got about a 10-second spawn advantage if you don't have the point. So that's trading there is actually fine.
It is a pretty huge spawn advantage. You can basically be at the point before they've even spawned up most of the time.
Yeah, the blue demo is behind and above red team right now, so they're going to need to wait. He gets down, Archificus gets down nice stickies to take out Curses, and the red med's going to get forced out again. He's doing a decent job staying alive, but his team isn't, and he's not having anyone to heal. He could have probably had Uber at this point already, but not going to be able to get anything.
It's really hard on this map because it's really easy, since it's a very wide map, it's very easy to split off from everyone else and get forced into like weird corners of the map where you can't link up. The demo and the medic looks like they're going to come through. Oh, they're going to find the scout and the medic. Throws some pipes and delinks the medic from his scout. But it looks like they're not going to be able to get too much pressure. There's a soldier above them who could jump in and crush them at any moment. But he gets
taking out Archificus. There's a pyro out on blue team actually. I just noticed that, but it's just going to be him and the med drops to Fleek. So, yeah, obviously not a subscriber of the pop it, don't drop it policy. I don't know what he was waiting for. Maybe he just got blindsided, got hit by one of those, like, random 115 damage stickies when he thought he was safe.
Was it a sticky or a pipe? I didn't quite catch it.
It was a sticky that dropped him, so I didn't see how much health he had though right before, so I don't know if it was just negligence on his part or one of those, oh, I've got 115 HP, I should be fine.
Well, it forces out a pop here on the granola bar, so red's not going to have the Uber advantage anymore. Instead, it's going to be a 25% in blue's favor. They don't have the point, though. They're working on it, and the scout's
Red's coming out on the big health pack here, and this is really crazy. Yeah, he does get a saw, gets 2, but he's going to go down. That can really matter, and that's 3 down on blue team. Scout coming out right now, granola bar onto Fleek. Fleek's going to try to wait for that big health pack to spawn. It does, and Curses helps him out there. So some nice teamwork right there with Curses protecting his demo man.
Yeah, good one-on-one with the scout, too, to force him into a bad spot and get an easy meat shot on him. Soldier watching the top side, scout on the other flank side. It looks like they got a nice little pincer going on. Demoman's going to have to back out of here with his medic.
Yeah, red med just spawned, so he's just healing now. This is a 25% add on blue.
But look at the times, red's already like made up like 60 seconds worth of time that they had earlier.
Yeah, I know, that's definitely good. It's been going pretty back and forth, actually. Blue's gonna get really aggressive on the big health pack side, and they're gonna take out War, the soldier. Red's gonna get forced over back towards the water area, and Blue's getting a lot of point presence right now. There's no real easy ways to spam out the point unless you have a lot of ground, so this should be Blue's cap easy, even though granola bar goes down. His death was worth the point.
All of it, yeah. Forcing them to stay back. And we got still elite. He's hiding up in the rafters, waiting to drop down on the point if it ever happens. So.
Yeah, blue demos, or red demos, trying to spam up right now. He's not landing a whole lot though, and he does force out the blue Uber though. They're gonna go in on this. Curses takes out elite though, while in the confusion. Red now is upper ground, but Archificus lands a really nice pipe onto Homer Hatake to take him down, and then freedom staffs the soldier. It looks like it's only Curses in here right now, and I hear a demo around here, but I'm not sure if that's the red one.
Nice shot on the scout too.
Yeah, red demo was actually up on top, and they dropped down. So it's going to be red demo alone on the point right now. He takes out the scout with only 3 health remaining. He's going to hide in the water right there.
Yeah, it's alright so far. That was a good hold by granola bar to keep them busy, and Ficus, Amaficus, Archificus went really well, went really ham for his team there. Archificus. Okay, thank you, Cold.
Alright, good to know. Wow, red didn't actually cap the point there. I think they thought they capped it here, but they didn't. I mean, it was just a hair away, but they didn't get it. They easily could have, so I'm not sure what went on there. Blue is going to get this point. There's a huge amount of spam coming their way when that was happening. Ah, was it? Alright. Yeah. Thought they could have gotten back on for half a second, but I don't know. It's always different when you're in the game than when you're in the STV.
Exactly.
It's like although with with only 5 seconds left here, they're going to need to do something. Blue's playing really forward, so maybe they could try to sneak around. We do see a pyro, or no, that wasn't a pyro. I'm going crazy. Yeah, anyway, this is a wipe for Penguin Spies right here. Looks like this should be the first round going over to Penguin Spies, so really nice plays coming out by them, even after they lost the mid-fight and were down about a minute or so on multiple occasions.
Yeah, that's one crazy thing about Persia, which is that if you can force the other enemy team into emergency mode, you're actually in a really good spot. Emergency mode is never really good on Persia, unlike other maps. Like, it's very, very hard to like make a comeback win if you're at the overtime situation. Archificus is going to come around the top side. He's already at 1. Oh, he actually got there earlier. Soldier bombs in, though. He might pay for being here early. He does. Nice air shot.
Yeah, down on Archificus. As we now know. Yeah, blue's going to get forced back really far here, and red should be able to take this. They just need to start motion over to the point. Although Fleek does get taken down to some spam from still elite, but they end up trading kills with War going big on the mid-fight, just like he did last time.
Yep, 3v3, and they did get the big health pack. Oh no, this is actually already respawned, so I guess they didn't need it. They're going to rotate over to the point, get a pretty unpressured capture here. The soldier's going to trade hits with the soldier demo on the blue team. And yeah, they're just going to dance around and be able to get on the point, and they're going to already take a 10-second advantage at least.
Crit's coming out. Crit's coming out on red here, and doesn't look like they're going to get a whole lot with it. Oh, but Fleek does, right as the Crits is tailing off, get a really nice sticky snipe onto the med. So
huge
that's going to be a
snipe.
That's going to be a preserved. Yeah, that's going to be a preserved advantage for red team here. Although Homer is not healing anyone right now. It looks like he's getting forced out by the demo and the scout, who jumps in the combo, but Fleek just
Good
banishes
double pipe
him
there.
off to the Shadow Realm right there. He is gone. Red's gonna be defending this point right here. Thanks. Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of blue right here. I think I hear a scout in danger, so they may be building on blue. It looks like they were for a bit. Granola Bar is gonna come run out through the lower side. He's not gonna get a whole lot done though. Red's maintaining a lot of positioning and just good pressure on the point, forcing off a lot of the advantages.
Yeah, again they go up to the rafters, onto the side. Oh, Scout gets a 2-shot onto Fleek though, so this could be the opening they needed.
Blue wall comes out from the from the far side. So Red's only at 95% crits and not gonna. He might.
He does
get
100, but he's
tops,
totally stuck.
but he doesn't have anyone to use it on. He's gonna try to get out here. Gets the pack, but he's caught off by rollers. Going back into spawn. He does link up with his demo, but that crits is gonna be wasted. So that's unfortunate.
That's true, but at least they didn't get the point yet, and they did hold 30, so at least he escaped, and he didn't have to wait out the kicking timer.
Archificus, expecting the demo man to go jump up to the upper rafters, had sticks waiting for him, and he landed on them.
Nice.
That's
Good,
really
good
got a sting.
Really, really good prediction. And oh, there's like 4 stickies around the corner. They knew which like doorway they're gonna come out as well. Gets a nice pipe onto the red soldier. They're completely controlling them out right now, but oh, an Uber comes through too. This is a really good delay Uber, and there's everyone in the corner here. They get war, so it's a 4v3 situation. Actually, 3v3. They lost their soldier, their demo man, and someone's complaining about getting
yeah, that
bad
would be
connection.
the demo. He might have lagged out of it, which might be why he's currently respawning. Red demo is forcing out the blue med, but the soldier's gonna meet back up and try to sandwich him. Tries to get the caber on the med, but the med lands a saw to send him flying, so blue's going to maintain control over the point right here. They are getting forced back onto it, and just judging by the shape of the point, that's not a place you want to be holding from, because you can get spammed out really easily.
Well, they are only 40 seconds behind, but they do have a 70% Uber advantage going forward. So this should be a pretty easy counter aggressive pop in for them if Red overextends at all. And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing now. They really want to kill the medic before he can get his Uber off. 95% for him. I think he's going to be able to get it though.
He will have this here. But the Scout's getting on the med and does get the force off, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to do too much with this Uber. Scout's going to go in on Red and goes down though, so they're even losing players off of this. Med's getting chased out though. Demo, they're sending 3 men after. They're sending 3 after him, and it looks like Red's going to try to flank them and keep them trapped inside the red spawn. This is some really weird positioning. Fleek getting a 2k with the caber, but that's going to be it for Red's offense right now. It's going to be just KoTH staying up, but he's going to be at about a 60% disadvantage to Homer Hatake, who's going to push back out with his soldier. Start getting on point. There's no one really to stop them here.
That was totally worth it. Scout Medic is the worst combo you can have in a force situation, just because the Scout cannot put down the AoE pressure like every other combo can, so they can't really contest this right now. And getting that 2k on the biggest classes with the Suicide Caber was definitely worth it in my opinion.
Yeah, no, that was a nice play. We've been seeing him doing well with that caber. He almost got the med with it earlier, but the med actually sawed him out of the air to kill him right at the end. So, Fleek definitely doing a lot of work. Granola
Bar hanging out on the really backside here.
Yeah, I just caught that. I'm not sure what he's going to do. He's getting up top, and he's going to find curses. See who wins this. He goes down. So he might have been able to do something, but they caught him out.
Tough fight, I would say.
Fleek getting really aggressive up on Blue's left side over by the big health pack. Gonna try to sticky that off because they've been pushing out of there, but actually we see Blue coming out from the lower side. Blue Med getting forced here, and Red Med still doesn't have to use. Counter pop is not out yet. Oh, he doesn't have. My bad, I must have missed that.
Yeah, no, he's only at half. He's like 50% behind, or now ahead.
Yeah, he must have gotten forced somewhere.
They're still 30 seconds ahead on cap time though, so Red looking to take this round pretty convincingly. Again, people have to back off and sit on the point, and this point does not capture very quickly. Even at 2 times, 3 times, it's still taking a very long time.
Curse is coming in right here. He's getting aggressive. Rides that rocket up top. That was a nice play. Although Blue will take this cap. They are about 50 seconds behind, but they should at least be able to tie this up by the time Red's able to make a nice push back.
It looks like we got a pause.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm
I'm
just be server lag. Yeah, no, it was just server lag. We should be back.
Server lag there. Oopsie oops.
Red is trying to push out of the lower tunnel here, but I'm not sure how well that's going to work out. Yeah, they're rotating back into spawn here, and they're gonna go out on the big health pack side.
This is Blue's chance to win this game because they're up in Uber advantage and only slightly behind in time.
Are
They're
dropping
majorly up in
players
Uber.
though. Still Elite gets caught out. Blue's scout is also split off from his team, trying to do damage from the back, but he's not committing hard enough to really make this worth it. Blue still does have Uber. Yeah, they're gonna get popped here, but Red's doing a nice job of kiting this. Homer does go down. We're at a 3v3 right now. Gonna have to see what happens. Archificus goes down, and it's just that Med Scout. Med gets taken out by Curses, and Curses and Still Elite only have to take out Granola Bar here, and he goes down. Still Elite has respawned, and he's back in here, but if he can't 2v1 either.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that it was just a big wipe. They should have tried to preserve that Uber advantage a little bit more.
Yeah, and I think Still Elite getting caught out really early and then dying again is just leading to the staggered spawns and the bleeding that you really want to avoid in 4s, because most of the time in 4s your goal is to just play as one big kind of blob, and the second you catch anyone out, you frag them, and then move in on the smaller blob on the other team. And by giving them these picks, he's not helping his team as much as he could be.
Oh, I agree 100%. We're getting another pick off here onto War, so now it's going to be a 4v3 situation. Even Uber is almost exactly even on both sides, so I
Blue
think
Scout
Blue should be
getting on
able
the
to
red
counter
med here. He can make it out. Granola Bar's only at 3 HP, so he'll be able to escape right now, but lots of cap pressure coming off of Blue with the demo and med on it. Homer
Homer trying to steal a health pack. Nice aggressive play too. He trades 2 for 2, but that's exactly what they want in this situation.
Yeah, Med has respawned. They are at about a 40% disadvantage, but there's only 2 up on Blue right now, so they're going to need to try to push this. Maybe get a frag on the Med before he has Uber if they're going to want to be able to take this back. You can see them getting point presence as Blue is just getting spawns up.
Cogme is like, they're way behind right now. Oh, nice pipe from Archificus though. Archificus.
Yeah. Homer getting piped, but surfs it onto the point, and we're in overtime here. Uber comes out to block the cap. Still, that was just a hair away. War's gonna take out Still Elite. Actually, they're gonna trade, both killing each other with their own rockets, and it's only, I believe, Curses that's up right now in red, but oh, Fleek joins him in the fight. We're gonna have to see what happens here. He goes down. Curse is still in, goes down as well. There's some really nice sticks from Archificus, and that's gonna be Blue's round again.
Yeah, really good plays by Granola Bars to delay as long as possible, and he went aggressive at just the right times, and it all paid off for them that time. So I really felt like he was the deciding factor of that match.
I'm watching the rollout from Red right here, and they're not rolling out to the big health pack side like last time. It looks like they're just gonna play on the right side, and they're gonna be able to overwhelm Granola Bar if he makes any aggressive moves here.
No, he's just peeking.
Yeah.
Now they take the big health. Blue team takes the big health back now. War is on the backside of the attacker.
Yeah, they're getting spammed out here from Archificus, but with the amount of just point presence they have, I'd expect someone to start capping. Fleek's playing on his own though. Yeah, he's gonna get taken down. War going in on the med, out of rockets, takes out the shotgun, spams him out, but Cogni getting away at 50 HP, just couldn't land that last meat shot. But yeah, Still Elite coming in, getting the revenge frag on Curses, and that's going to be a 3-for-1 on the mid fight, and this will be Blue's point. So Penguin Spies coming out really strong on these mid fights.
Huge save by Cogni to stay alive there. He was pressured by the soldier, he dodged all the shotgun shots. He then was pressured by the scout, who messed up his shots as well. And he re-linked up with his soldier to buff them back and got his Uber right afterwards. They're already winning the point, and they have a big Uber advantage, which they're going to take advantage of right now.
Yeah, Homer's at 90% right now, so if they can all stay up during this, they'll actually be in a really good position. But War goes down. Homer's only at 99. He's with his demo and his scout, but they are down a man. We're gonna have to see how they play this. Oh, actually, Granola Bar coming in from behind forces Homer. I don't know why he used there though. He was only at 130. Probably could have milked that a little longer and maybe even kept it up. But he's gonna bring Curses in with this. Gonna use this opportunity to get a flank, take the big health pack. He's behind Still Elite. Yeah, takes him down with some well-placed meat shots, and you've got a combo fight right here. Freedom Staff comes out, Fleet going down, gets the juggle onto Homer, and Archificus getting a nice little 2K. War coming in. War does take him out from behind, and it actually looks like this will be Red's fight. Those spawns we were talking about earlier are really just coming out huge here, because every time they trade, Red comes up with the advantage. Anyway, it does look like red will cap here, so actually exactly even Ubers on both meds, and red's gonna try to get a defensive position here. Blue is playing under the point, and they do overwhelm curses here. Ubers are still even, but Granola Bar is getting really aggro onto the combo. He's having a shotgun fight with War, but while this is happening, Flea gets taken out, and red combo of the med and the soldier are going to get forced back into spawn, so blue should be able to cap this. Yeah, I don't know what happened with War there, but he just got fragged really early. I don't know, he must have gotten overwhelmed or something, and
I think he just misplaced his rocket jump a little bit, and he went a little bit farther than he meant to, so...
okay.
That happens sometimes, if you're not perfectly familiar with the map. And Persia's not really a map you play in any other situation, so...
Yeah, still Elite taking a nice serve to get above the point. Oh wow, and War lands a really nice air shot on him to take him out. Blue combo is getting really aggro here, and Cogni's only at 40 HP. He gets taken out by the shotgun, and it's Archificus versus the world right now. 14 HP and dropping. Takes out Curses as a last resort, but that's almost a full wipe. Still Leaping the only one up. He's going to have to try to defend this point alone up until his teammates can get there with him.
Yeah, this is Red Team's chance to turn this game around. They're really far behind in time, but they've got a massive Uber advantage, so they have to milk it as long as they possibly can. Force as much aggression into them before they end up popping, and not get caught out by a scout flank or a soldier flank.
Yeah, no, whenever blue team has the point, they were holding earlier, where they were holding up on the red side bridge, which was really strong because you could see all the exits as you were saying, and I'd like to see red hold on the blue bridge there, but looks like blue's gonna come out from the lower left side. They catch out Curses, and it's just gonna be Homer here. He actually drops War right before the Uber goes off, and he's the only one up. He's gonna try to run out, and I guess he's going behind. I don't know. Gonna try to block this point, I guess. Granola catches him out, and he's gonna go down. So rest in peace, Homer Hitake. You will be missed.
That was not a very good play at all.
Yeah, that's one of those times as a medic where you might want to just even suicide at that point just to get the spawns up with your team, because now he's just spawning as his team's already kind of started to move out, whereas if he had let himself die earlier, he'd probably be spawning and the Uber disadvantage wouldn't be so large.
Yep. I just 100% agree. That was just like, it was just a really bad time to pop, and then he wasted all that time staying alive and not doing anything useful. Speaking
of that though, War does go down, but he gets the force off on Cogni. Cogni and Archificus are playing really aggro up in red spawn, even though Cogni's not at full HP. He's getting that region up, so he should be fine, but I don't entirely see where red is. Did I hear a sniper? I did. Curses has switched off to sniper on red team, so he's gonna try to get some picks off here. See him playing up on top of the big health pack and looking at the demo med. Gonna get
he has no good angle though. They're so far below him.
He's gonna get chased out here. He will survive. He's only at 12 HP, but he rotates around. Lands a nice shot on Still Elite to bring him down to 60, but he's gonna get healed up there. Only 40 seconds left until this half ends for red team, so they're gonna have to try to make a play here. They do have about a 30% Uber at thanks to War's force earlier, and they catch Archificus out. Oh wow, yeah.
Oh, this is their play.
Chased. Yep, Granola Bar takes out War, but Curses is gonna need to protect his own med. He cannot, so both meds gonna go down. Curses takes out Granola Bar, but it's only gonna be him and Fleek up. They're gonna have to try to cap this. They need the cap, actually. Best bet is to capping it before Blue can get overtime, which they should be able to do. So even if Blue recaps, there should be a small window where they might be able to get back on and force an overtime, but things are not looking good for the Hamburger Fields right now as Fleek gets caught out by the blue combo. Freedom Staff coming out, lands a hit on Curses and then pipes him. Normally you see the opposite of that with the pipe and then a melee, not the other way around, so Archificus mixing it up. Yep, and Blue caps this, and this should be their half.
Yeah, there we go, 3-0 in Penguin Spies' favor. Hamburger Field's going to have to think about what they're going to have to do better, but I'd like to point your attention to Granola Bar, who every time they lost their medic, Granola Bar went completely suicidal for Homer, and it almost always worked. And that would take what should have been key turnaround moments for Hamburger Fields and instead made them into like very small holds or even exchanges. Like Hamburger Fields just never got to have a really good exchange because Granola Bar was constantly able to find the med and constantly suicided for him.
Yeah, no, definitely. I felt like both meds actually played a little sloppy this time, and I mean nothing against them. They're probably both relatively inexperienced, but yeah, just there were some sloppy plays there. Both teams overall, I felt like were getting caught out a lot really often when they had the point, and just with those spawn times, anytime you die on defense, you need to get at least like 2 picks on the pushing team to make it worth it.
It's a first to 4, right, Alto?
Yeah, so we're up 3-0 here. That ends the first half. Both teams are going to have a minute to just relax, unwind, and maybe talk about some strats. Come back stronger for the second half, and then we'll have to see how it comes out. If the Hamburger Fields want to win this, they're going to need to take 4 rounds in a row, which, while difficult, is not unheard of, and we've seen it, and I've seen it happen before. But things are definitely looking good for Penguin Spies right now.
Yeah, things are looking grim for Hamburger Fields, and I guess what you do at this point is you just play ultra conservative. You don't ever let your medic do anything crazy. They're switching up roles now. Homer's gonna be the demo man. Fleck's gonna be the medic. So they're gonna try different people on different roles. I feel like they just play more conservative than they have been playing. Just make your scout and your soldier do all the work, and let your demo man play it safe, stay alive, put out the damage. And yeah, just change who has what responsibilities, right? Because previously they had their demo man. Oh, look at this! Homer is actually on a what's it called? A charging charge.
Ooh,
so maybe
this
we'll
could be
see some demo man
interesting.
plays.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I
This
mean,
is
I
the complete
feel
opposite
like
of what I said.
the,
This is hyper aggressive. We must kill the medic at all costs to re-lose the game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, different spokes for different folks. Oh, and actually, I didn't even notice this, but it looks like on the point, as each round's been taken, one of the little battery blue light things has kind of exploded, at least on blue side.
Yeah,
so that's something really cool about the map.
Every minute you get down, a little battery thing pops out from the glass cage.
So yeah, no, that's a little cool thing about this map. I didn't notice that, but
Before we went live, you were laughing at all the custom decals and all the paintings and posters and things.
yeah, no, I like maps like this. They kind of have like a little bit of personality, if you know what I mean. I mean,
Yeah,
so
really look nice.
many TF2 maps are just let's play King of the Hill in a desert. Let's play Capture the Flag in an industrial environment, and then we can play Control Points in a desert industrial environment.
Right, DM underscore red wall underscore 01 texture, DM underscore blue wall underscore 01 texture.
Yeah, pretty much. So I mean, maps like this. I know the Swiftwater has a lot of little, neat little signs and stuff, and some just little things that show that map's not just a bunch of metal and brick.
So
Has
who's
some
wearing it better
personality.
right now in this match? Who has the coolest swag?
You talking about the players?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say either Flick or Archificus. Fleek's made some really nice caber plays, where he's just known that his life was
in their items. Who has the swaggiest items?
Let me go
No, we
check
don't need
out
to talk
the
about real
players.
things here.
Let's see. I'm just gonna go take a look through everything. I think I may have to give it actually to Fleek as well. Got the Doctor Who medic scarf, the Gatsby, and the Mutton Man. Comes together for a pretty interesting look.
With the mutton chops too, right?
Yeah, with the mutton chops. So
I agree. I think that's the best one.
I think that's pretty good. I think Homer is definitely got an interesting loadout going on with the robot chicken hat, the bandana, and the King of Scotland cape, all just accentuated by the charge that he's wearing.
I screwed up the view, so he looks like a ghost right now to me with the outline. So I don't really know how it looks, but I like Soul Elites. He's wearing some sort of beanie hat with goggles and some.
Oh yeah, he's got the. I think that's the Soldier Slope Scopers, I think it's called.
Slope Sculptors?
Slope Scopers. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I
top-loading names like
both,
2 years ago. So
wait, what's this? I'm just gonna go look around the spawn to see what's in here. There's a nice little changelog, atmospheric laser, a joint science adventure. Huh. This is it's pretty nice. The 5 gigawatt energizer. Can't find something to energize? Call Manco. You gotta show him what power means. Bulletproof version available soon.
So Alto, did I ever tell you that for a while I was just known as the caster guy who didn't know any weapons?
You did not.
Yeah, no, it was like 3 months after the loose cannon came out. I had spent not 1 but 2 casts calling it the cannonballer instead of the loose cannon. I just called it the cannonballer. Nobody bothered to correct me for like 2 weeks straight.
That's unfortunate.
It will always be the cannonballer to me.
Hey, this is Cold on the camera. I also gotta rib you a little bit about calling the hatchet the karate chopper blade or something.
Yeah. Well, you karate chop them. They're stunned, and then you karate chop them with your guillotine or whatever it's called. It always looks like a karate chop. Just a scout throws the butcher knife like a karate.
Oh yeah, I get where you're coming from.
It's a total Bruce
Oh,
Lee
looks like we're going live here, so countdown's coming down, and
already
we've got more action.
So that's a good start. Homer Hatate is going all the way to the backside. Flex at the big
looks like
rock
Blue's.
side.
Yeah, looks like Blue's got a lot of point presence, but Fleek lands a saw on him.
Wow.
He's at 78.
This guy's like super
77.
ballsy.
Yeah, I know. He's battle medding and gets taken out by still a lead.
I feel like they don't feel like they have a chance to win. Like, why would you make that play? Because it did work out, but then the follow-up wasn't there with a scout coming in to link up with them, right? Which is what you want to have happen.
Yeah, or like if Fleek had maybe been above 75% and that saw would have given him the Uber, I could have seen that, because I mean, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit on med. But that just was suicidal at this point.
Yeah, and I think the penguins smell blood in the water. Look at how far positioned they are. The scout not only is changing outside the left flank, but he's also peeking down it to find people. So they should probably know that there's people coming out of the 1 tunnel right now, and they do finally find it. Scout rotating back around. Demo medic above them. They're gonna have a complete flank here if they pop out anymore.
Yeah, that was a really they do. Blue's getting wrapped right here. They're kind of stuck up on these bats and not a very open territory. Fleek is gonna pick up the big health pack, and Cogni does not have Uber yet. I thought he would. I think he fakes there, but not gonna matter. Granola takes out Homer. No stickies. He's still on that shield, I'm pretty sure. And Fleek is 1v1ing on the point. Gets bailed out by curses, but he's gonna have to back up at 20. He fakes as well, but this time the blue med actually does have. That's Cogni, and Fleek's gonna get forced back into spawn. So a minute down on the clock as Red's gonna have to try to find a way to repush this.
Yeah, but they're gonna be even on Ubers, and they're gonna have a slight spawn advantage. So this is their chance to win if they want to go.
Yeah, the blue man is alone right
now.
here. He's getting forced back, actually. He's gonna end up linking back up with the soldier, though, and we're gonna see the Ubers come out here. He goes flying back. 84 HP. Red med gets forced.
Blue med was like held a really long time here, and the Dome man actually didn't go down. So, like, this is an excellent Uber coming out of blue team here.
Charge comes out from Homer. He's gonna bail out of this one from the jumping soldier, and actually Cogni ends to the lead, both very hurt. War finds Cogni out of position by the water side, and I hadn't been watching that, but he takes him down, and it looks like this may be Red's fight. Cogni's still spawning, and still the lead is very
aggressive enough. War wanted to go get kills, while his medic scout wanted to go sit on the point, and then War went down for it, and now we're back to an even situation.
They're not even sitting on the point.
2-minute deficit now, which is pretty massive on this map. And again, Granola Bar finds the medic. Huge aggressive flank.
Yeah, he started out. I don't know if he's just warming up or something, but when he was starting out, he was losing a lot of the 1v1s to curses, but he's coming up really big often. Although, speaking of curses, he is getting on the med. Hasn't actually landed any shots, though, on Cogni, and he's going to go down to Granola Bar. So, yeah, I've been really impressed by Granola Bar as of these last couple of rounds. He's been really making a lot of plays.
He's going to make a big play here, too. He's going to 2v1 them. Watch. Shooting down those sticks? No. Okay.
No, he got War down to 7 HP. Yeah, Caster Curse. He got War down to 7 HP at one point, but can't finish up the job. War's going to be back up at 300 now, and he's going to get above the point. Try to spam out this med. Nah, he's going to get forced out. And here comes Fleek. charging the point with an Uber Saw. Doesn't get anything, but doesn't take any damage either, so... Only thing that's lost there is a little bit of charge he could have been building.
It's goofy, but I kind of like it.
Oh wow, War just comes
nice
in
pipe.
and dunks on Cogni. Yeah, that was some nice explosive work by
War.
Homer and War. They're gonna get a 2v1 and still lead here on the point, so this should be their recap, although Archificus is on top, he's gonna get forced out. Try to get a flank, and I hear the charge, but the misses, can't land the caver. And this should be the red cap, so they're still down about 2.5 minutes, but really big Uber ad, and hopefully they can get a good position, so we'll have to see how this turns out.
Yeah, but it's another minute down in their favor. Like they keep just messing up when they need to go take the point. They either all need to take the point and have one person defend, or have everyone go aggressive. They kept having like War go aggressive and 2 people on the point, and that's just not a configuration you can live with.
Yeah, Demo's
Persia.
jumping in here, and he's gonna get taken out. I know Granola Bar is playing on the flank, was playing on the water side, but he's gonna go under, charge the combo. Is he gonna be able to get anything though? He does not. Still Elite goes down, and Granola Bar, he does get the force actually.
That's all right. It's an okay place to
But
be.
yeah, Curse is gonna take out Granola Bar, and Archificus and Cogni getting forced back into spawn here. They're gonna try to play out of the lower side, but pretty good hold from red team. They are down about 45-50% of the Uber though, so
I'd say it's
maybe
worth it.
stall this.
You need every second you need
oh,
right now.
Granola Bar switching off to Sniper. He's gonna head up on the top side, maybe get some picks. We saw Curses try to do that earlier, and he didn't have much success, but who knows? Granola might have something. Oh, he has a shot on the med. They must. I think the med does not yet know. He's got to know now that he's being targeted.
Yeah, he backed out. He's out of
SMG
sight
comes
line.
out onto Homer, who's gonna. Looks like he's gonna be able to get out. Lands a headshot onto War, gets him down to 1, and then finishes the job as the blue Uber comes out. Red team is completely wiped. So blue will take this back. Red did have a solid about 2-minute hold on this, but they're really gonna have to just go all out if they're gonna want to win this and stay in.
That was a really good switch too to Sniper. They were not prepared for it at all. They didn't know how to adjust. They stayed out in the open way too long on that tiny little railway where it's not easy to jump around and dodge at all.
Yeah, you do see Curse is getting really aggressive here onto still Elite, and he gets down to 15. He will go down. And Cogni's getting jumped by War though too. He's at 24 as the shotgun comes out. 30 HP, and it looks like War's gonna get forced back. Granola Bar actually just quick snipes him, or quick scopes him there.
Wow, good
Homer,
shot. Oh,
Homer
another good
takes
shot.
out the axe, but not gonna matter. Fleek and then Fleet. Wow, this is one crazy fight. I watched Homer miss a charge with the Skull Cutter because Lever Kips is that. Wow!
Wow.
And then Fleet gets dropped. I don't even know where he is. Granola Bar
Nice
must have been
shot.
sniping out.
Artifice-
Yeah, from the side. You gonna switch? Yeah, Granola Bar switches actually back to Scout for this last push, so really good game sense by him there to know when to turn it off. Red will get the cap here, but they're all gonna be grouped up in there, and it looks like Blue's gonna